everything's off limits.
Do what has to be done, handle business.
Inside the revolution that will make you say wow.
As soon as I saw it, I was hooked.
How Lakers boss Jeannie Buss is drop-kicking down doors to make women's wrestling a movement.
It really took Jeannie Buss to make WOW happen big.
She's the real deal.
We take you behind the scenes
We usually have about 45 to 48 matches to film.
with the fierce females who are changing the game.
We're superheroes in wrestling and in life.
From a single mom
I couldn't keep a roof over our head. I couldn't keep food on the table.
to a bullied teen.
I was so depressed. I was so suicidal.
How these superheroes are overcoming the odds and putting on a show filled with strength.
I've had concussions, I've had broken bones.
Entertainment Tonight presents Inside and Ringside. Wow, Women of Wrestling. They're some of the fiercest females on the planet. The Women of Wrestling, an army of incredibly fit and empowered superheroes who test each other's strengths with signature style and moves.
Go! Oh my!
Nothing but women. We definitely wow everybody.
Reverses it!
The goal really is just to empower other little girls, women, and know that they could be strong, beat people up, and still be beautiful.
If I could do it, you could do it too.
Yes, in a sport that has often excluded women, WOW has literally flipped that narrative. And at the forefront of it all, a fierce female in her own right, Lakers co-owner, entrepreneur, and visionary, Jeannie Buss.
Wrestling is very popular in this country, but women never really get the center stage, that they would be the undercard match or the sideshow. WOW is about giving women the center stage, the spotlight. It's women fighting other women, you know, and instead of running to a man to save them. There's this conviction of standing up for what you believe in. You're not afraid to fight for what you believe in, and I think that message is really important for young women, to know that you can find what's important to you and set your boundaries and be willing to stand up for what you believe in.
Yeah, WOW is definitely a passion project for Jeannie. But why spend millions of dollars of her own money in 2013 to become a co-owner of the organization? It's not like she didn't already have a difficult day job. Just check out her office, where 10 of the Lakers' 17 World Championship trophies are on display, along with the gold rings. Kobe Bryant's book, The Mamba Mentality, sits on her desk. After he retired, Kobe remained a close friend and advisor to Jeannie. And she's got a view of the court where LeBron James practices every day. Yes, Jeannie was largely responsible for the deal that got King James to re-sign with the Lakers. But then there's this, a framed photo of her dad, Dr. Jerry Buss, with the words, "I love you deep, Jeannie Pie," and suddenly it all makes sense.
It's really about finding something that you're passionate about and that you believe in. And that's really what I learned from my dad, because when he bought the Lakers, he wanted the Lakers to be the pride and joy of Los Angeles. We've had so many great personalities come through, you know, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. And, you know, that's what I'm hoping, that WOW, you know, will just be that platform that we'll find the next Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or John Cena.
So let's go back to where it all began.
My partner, David McLean, had started the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling way back when.
Welcome to Glory!
It's the most fabulous sports entertainment that's on TV today.
It didn't last very long, and, you know, was on hiatus for a long time, and then he decided to bring it back. And he invited me to come see women wrestling. And all I could think of is that it would be mud wrestling or oil wrestling, or worse, Jello wrestling. Something just didn't appeal to me. But as soon as I saw it, I realized how great it was, because it was real wrestling. It was women fighting their own battles in character. It was just, I was hooked.
I've been at this for over 30-some years, this dream of bringing women's wrestling to the forefront, and it really took Jeannie Buss and her expertise in sports and her knowledge of the marketplace to make WOW happen big.
The impact Jeannie Buss has made, she is the boss, and she just wants to support women.
Jeannie has meant the world to us. She has literally saw WOW and wanted to give it this global footprint.
Since the day Jeannie Buss signed to WOW, it has been amazing. For a woman who wants to see women level up, and I love being able to say that Jeannie Buss is my boss.
I think it's really inspiring to see their friendship and to see that David has this love and this passion that has never dimmed for women's pro wrestling. Jeannie is such a supporter of women's athletics, and to see that come together, they've created this opportunity that wouldn't have existed if those two minds didn't come together.
It makes me feel great because I know, somebody did that for me when I was their age. I believe in them. It's just really they're looking for that opportunity to, find themselves and help define who they are and what their goals are. And it's very empowering for me and for them.
Highlighting women is what WOW does best, with a roster of 47 hardcore athletes vying for the championship belt each season. All from different backgrounds, all different shapes and sizes, and each with her own persona, like The Beast and Americana. It's something executive producer and retired wrestler AJ Mendez says is unique in this business.
One of the things I'm really proud of with our WOW superheroes is how broadly representative they are. We're redefining what it means to be all-American and really expanding the definition of beauty and strength. And I'm so proud of these women.
I represent the people from Guam. I'm born and raised from there.
I am Jessie Jones. I am literally a small town redneck, girl from Bardstown, Kentucky.
I'm the big bad beast, baby.
The Beast does it!
So what does it take to be a WOW superhero?
It's confidence, it's a presence, it's a personality, and it's what they do inside the ring and outside the ring. And that's what's so important about WOW. Americana, she's a single mom who came to training driving from San Diego over 3 hours a day up to LA and back with a young son, 6 years old, and finding daycare. That's a superhero to me.
This will work out beautiful.
That's right.
For how we typically do matches, basically, there's always going to be a good person and a bad person. So we call them a baby face and then a heel. And everyone wants to see the underdog, so that's a baby face to win. So, it can either go which way, but at the end of the day, it always tells a story. For me, wrestling is a storytelling thing, and you kind of keep the audience on an up and down scale like that.
As for the rules of the ring, well, let's just say they're more like guidelines.
If you're playing by the rules, you're gonna be a good guy. You're not gonna pull the tights. You're not gonna choke them on the ropes. You're gonna stay away from the eyes, hairs. And if you're a bad guy, as long as you don't get caught, there are no rules. I've done all of those things. I was a bad guy.
There are no rules to bend. I am the law.
If they have their hair out, it gets caught in your fingers. That's unavoidable.
Don't let the blonde hair fool you. I'm not afraid to get in there, and I'll break each one of these nails to make sure I get the win.
I like to play fair. I don't go out there. I don't cheat. I'm a good guy. If I happen to be a little bit stronger, a little bit better than my opponent, well, so be it.
So in most matches, there is no time limit, and you kind of just go until you pin your opponent's shoulders on the mat for a 3 count. So that can really be 20 seconds to 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So in a singles match, it's just you and your opponent, and you're on your own. In a tag match, you get the benefit of having someone who has your back on the corner that you get to tag out to if you are hurting.
And never was disappointed.
But you can also have a 3-on-3 tag, which gets interesting. Because sometimes not everyone's friends.
Here comes Genesis in Exile.
I think anybody who attends in person, they'd find it impossible not to get hooked into not only the athleticism of the athletes, but the storylines, which make it so much fun.
But WOW is more than just about winning a title. It even transcends its core values of inclusion and being the best you can be. It's really about inspiring the next generation.
One of the coolest things about watching women's wrestling from when I was a fan at 12 years old to now as a producer in my 30s. Women's wrestling had bra and panties matches decades ago, and that was supposed to be intriguing for us. And it has evolved to the point where you have, wow, Women of Wrestling. We are every match in the card. We are the opener, we are the main event, and there's such respect that's put on women's names now.
It's very simple to keep WOW family friendly. We have the best superheroes in the world. They're in here to do an athletic competition. It's about winning and entertaining at the same time, and it's just easy. We're here to empower women. That's it.
One of the goals for Women of Wrestling was to make sure that it was family friendly. We wanted everybody in the family to enjoy the show, not only mom and dad, but also the kids as well, because doing something as a family is generational. And what you watched with your dad when you were a kid, you're gonna wanna take your kid to watch as well. Just, pass it on. So we are very family friendly. That's an important goal of ours.
Coming up, the road to the ring, how these superheroes beat the odds to become wrestling's toughest competitors.
We had to quit our jobs. We had to leave our family, sleep in the car, shower at gyms.
And one working mom's fight to raise her son and realize her dreams.
Well, I actually found out I was pregnant in the wrestling ring. I got slapped in the chest really hard at 16 weeks pregnant.
Come up with your name? How do you come up with Candy Crush? How do you come up with Foxy Fierce?
So for me, Candy Crush is my truest essence. I'm a pro boxer that, I just recently transitioned into wrestling. So the candy is the sweet science of boxing, and the crush is my crushing power that I bring to my opponents.
All right, you just crush a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I crush it.
And Foxy, do I need to ask?
Well, with the roller skating and the 70s aesthetic, it came to me really naturally. But I think combining the foxy, the beauty, the glamour with the fierce, the strength, the power really shows that beauty and strength are not mutually exclusive.
And Coach, you're an athlete as well.
I'm the coach of everything. I can't turn it off, and I'm sure a lot of people would like that, but, I'm just giving tips for their own benefit.
Coach Campanelli has dominated every sport she's played, from softball to pickleball. Foxy Fierce is a professional roller skater, and Candy Crush trained to be an Olympic synchronized swimmer. And while each of these women's road to the ring has been different, there's a few things all these WOW superheroes have in common.
It's strength, conviction, knowing who you are, and not being afraid to be who you are.
A great superhero is someone you can see yourself in, that you feel is maybe the really strong version of you that you wish you could find the strength inside of you to be one day, and they help you get there. And that's the most important thing.
The Beast has her!
The Beast, you might not know this, but she is the sweetest person, and she can also break you in half by blinking.
I beast mode all day, every day. It's in my routines, it's in my habits, it's in how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the gym before anyone wakes up. Everything I do revolves around training and wrestling and training, and that's it.
The Beast is taking over the ring!
I saw that there was a tryout one day. Like, I gotta go. So I kicked open David McLean's door to his office, and I was like, I'm your next champion, and I'm not leaving here until we make that happen. The rest was history.
I'm like that nitty-gritty girl that used to get into bar fights and fights at the fair. I finally got into wrestling, and I started fighting in a wrestling ring. WOW found me through a veteran of women's wrestling. When she first pitched it to me, I was actually in the process of quitting wrestling. I was giving up, and she told me, she was like, no, don't give up. Give this company a chance. Like, they're different. And then I came in here and I was like, oh, thank goodness. I think I'm gonna stick around and see this through.
Oh, look at that. Jessie, insult to injury. She just put her gum on Samantha Smart's nose.
I actually tried out for a while. I did the training and I just kept coming back, and then eventually they decided to sign me. I have a very competitive background. I play Division I rugby, so the more contact, the better for me. Growing up on Guam, there's not many opportunities, so for me, it's just being able to open doors for other island kids or even women in general that, hey, like, if I could do it, you can too, and I'm more than happy to help you out. So I may be kind, but I'm also very feisty, as fiery, like Tiki, like me. And so I could be kind, but also smile at you while I body slam you. I'm quick and fast and sneaky, and I'm so small, sometimes they can't catch me. Just like any family, you fight with your siblings, well, you fight with your sisters, and the best way to do that is to settle in the ring.
Then there's the Tonga twins, Kona and Chaos, who descended from Tongan royalty, but had to make their own way in the wrestling world.
When we started independent, we had to quit our jobs, we had to leave our family, sleep in the car, shower at gyms. One of us felt like giving up. The other one would be like, no, we got to keep going.
Tonga twins, what are they thinking here?
They're going in with a hip attack, and they nailed it twice.
You never see Polynesian women at all mainstream on TV. You've seen maybe one, which is our cousin, Dinah Jane for Fifth Harmony. So basically, me and my sister is here to change that, change the game, and so other women and little girls can look up to us.
Of course, everyone has their own path in life, their own journey. We spent a day in the life of Americana, the working single mom whose road to the ring was not easy, but definitely worth it.
Little Levi here to support his mom, Americana, proud to be an American, proud to be a mother.
I'm fighting to give my son a good life, and like that's really what it's all about for me.
I can't tell you how many people have said to me that how much she inspires them. She's a hero, for sure.
You could say Americana is the embodiment of the American dream. She left home at 19 to pursue a career in bodybuilding. At 21, she set her sights on wrestling. But then...
I actually found out I was pregnant in the wrestling ring. I was training. I was feeling extra emotional, and I got slapped in the chest really hard. At 16 weeks pregnant, mind you, I had no idea I was pregnant. It changed everything for me, and I still feel the chills head to toe thinking back on that moment. Raising a child is really, really hard. But raising yourself at 21 years old while raising a child is like a whole different level. I got to a place in my journey where I couldn't keep a roof over our head. I couldn't keep food on the table. And I'm like, how do people work and raise kids at the same time? I'm like, I don't have enough money to pay for sitters to go out and get a job.
Americana was penniless, sleeping on hardwood floors with her son lying next to her and unable to provide for him. She was at a crossroads, and with little to no options left, she made the tough decision to move back in her mother's upstate New York home.
It was really important to me to go back and continue my dreams so that Levi didn't think of me as like the wrestler who almost made it. I was like, no, I need to finish that. Like, I need to finish what I started. I had no idea how I was going to get there, but I knew I was going to get there, and I knew my son was going to watch me get there. And I just started to work. And while I worked to keep a roof over our head, I'd get up really, really early, and I'd bring my son to the gym with me at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd just scoop him up, and he'd lay on the bench, and eventually the tryout came, and I was ready, and we showed up, and here I am today.
Now here comes Americana, and we're not talking about red, white, and blue. We're talking about the American way.
I think it's really nice and cool that she gets to wrestle in the ring.
There it is. She hits it, Lady Liberty.
This is my wonderful Americana poster, handmade by Levi. He was very proud of it, and the colors, because they're Americana colors.
Do you think you want to be a wrestler when you grow up?
Not really, but I kind of want to be an art teacher.
I think before I had my son, if you had asked me back then, what is your why? I don't know what I would have said. My why today is to show people in the world like that are having a hard time, just keep going one day at a time, because one day you'll look back and you'll be like, okay, I see why this happened. And like, now I have a best friend ringside watching me day in and day out do what I love to do. I can't imagine being Americana without Levi. Like, Levi makes the show with me.
I traveled all across America to chase the American dream, to give him a good life.
Coming up, the serious injury that took down the Beast.
You hear things snap. All I could think of was, I've got to finish these ladies off.
Plus, how Keita Rush found a way to use her past pain to empower the next generation.
They broke my jaw, they broke my shoulder blade, they broke 4 of my ribs, but I was determined to overcome that.
Whenever we come to the television taping like we're doing right now, we usually have about 45 to 48 matches to film, so we do like 16 to 17 a day. For me, it's not really difficult because I could do this in my sleep.
WOW airs in parts of North America, Asia, and Australia. There's 52 matches in a season, so on shoot days, each superhero can film up to 3 matches. That means staying focused before a fight is key.
I find a quiet corner and I start to think, like, if you get into the ring with me, that means at some point you thought you were as good or if not better than me, and that offends me.
I do have to stretch, get a little cardio going, make sure my muscles are warmed up. I'm not gonna let one of these girls try to take me out because I wasn't warmed up, you know what I mean?
I always pray for safety for me and my sister, and for bodies on the floor at the end of the match.
But despite all the prayers and preparation, injuries do happen. The contact is real, so are the bruises and the blood.
I always compare pro wrestling to Cirque du Soleil meeting Saturday Night Live. There is this performance aspect, and there is this really technical, athletic aspect that need to combine perfectly.
There's always medics standing by. There's people ready to wrap to ice to take care of anything that happens.
It's brutal. It's not ballet. I come home with bruises all over myself. I'll tell you what. I wear long sleeves because half the time it looks like I've been in a car accident.
Intense pain from that superplex.
I mean, the ring you can see behind me, but under it is plywood.
Everything in there hurts. People can break their necks, break their legs, or anything like that.
Sometimes you gotta tape up a few fingers because it gets rough in there. A little finger breakage every now and then.
I've had 3 concussions, a partial tear in my ACL and my meniscus, and a compression fracture in my spine.
I've had concussions, I've had broken bones, I've had bruises, I've had black eyes, scratches, cuts, you name it, I've had it. This is an unforgiving sport.
The Beast found that out firsthand while defending her WOW champion title in a triple threat match when she broke her ankle after being thrown out of the ring and slammed by Tormenta from the top rope.
And she takes out both the Beast and Rita Del Rey.
You hear things snap, and I told myself, if I can get up and stand, I'm fine. And I got up and I stood and I was not fine. And being the beast that I am, all I could think of was, I've got to finish these ladies off. I've got to make this happen. And on a broken leg, I finished the match.
The Beast not only finished the match, she won and held on to her title. After 6 weeks on crutches,
what? The Beast is back.
I joined her in the gym, and for the Beast, wrestling is life.
So you're gonna actually flex up with those shoulders.
Okay, so you're going out and flexing up.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, you feel that? Ooh. You like that? That's a good ooh, right? That's a good ooh, right?
What are you, 6 days a week in the gym?
7.
Every single day?
Every single day.
No off days?
No off days. I know that if I rest, if I slow down, that there's someone chasing me. That there's someone looking to take my spot. If I can get in the gym twice a day, that is a perfect day for me.
Really?
That is the, oh yeah. I just want to be remembered for never giving up.
Yeah.
Never stopping.
Still ahead.
Yeah, good job. Push them out, man. I show up every day 100% because it almost killed me.
How Keita Rush is using her past trauma to help others. Plus, secrets behind the superhero style.
It takes longer than anyone expects.
What really makes the women of wrestling true superheroes? It's not just what they do in the ring, it's how they live their lives outside as well. For Keita Rush, that means a day job created out of personal tragedy.
I got bullied, and the results were terrible. They broke my jaw, they broke my shoulder blade, they broke 4 of my ribs, and my pancreas and liver didn't work properly for 15 years. I was so depressed, I was so suicidal. I had already tried several times. I hated myself, I hated being mixed. I hated my skin tone, I hated having this hair. If it wasn't for God showing me the light and that I could overcome it and giving me that little bit of hope, I don't know where I would be today.
Keita spent a week in the hospital and several months in physical therapy after being brutally attacked in high school. After fighting her way back to health, she established the nonprofit gym Team Bully Buster, dedicated to teaching women and children how to protect themselves.
I don't want any kid to go through what I went through. It almost killed me that I didn't know what to do when I was faced with someone who didn't like me and wanted to hurt me. If someone's pushing you, don't go straight back. Push, push. Don't go straight back. Turn your body. Find an angle. It's pretty awesome because we empower children. We teach them jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, wrestling, and boxing. And we feel like that is the best way to be well-rounded in protecting yourself, knowing how to stand and strike and move. Shoulder down. Perfect. Look behind you. Boom, clear your head and roll. My students are all at every single show. So being able to look out and see their faces and know that they're cheering me on and they're watching me just gives me the drive to win, win, win.
The road to recovery didn't end with Keita's physical healing. As an aspiring actress, Keita discovered WOW by accident when she was sent out on the wrong audition, and it forever changed her life.
It was entertaining, but I still wasn't inspired to want to try out or do that. And until Lana Starr got in the ring, and she's petite and beautiful and not someone that you would ever think could put the smack down, and she did. She threw a girl into the ropes, picked her up, suplexed her, threw her back into the ropes, body slammed her, and I was like, how did she do that? That was cool. Big arms, big knees, all the way, all the way. I feel like WOW changed the trajectory of my life. I actually was propositioned to love Keita and make your superhero be who you want her to be. And I'm now Keita Rush, the Bully Buster. I get to represent for so many young girls. I get to represent for mixed girls. I get to represent for girls that got bullied. I get to represent so much, and that platform is everything. And if it wasn't for WOW, I wouldn't be here.
Keita Rush!
It just makes me happy. These are tears of happiness.
There are actually many women of wrestling making a difference. Vivian Rivera's day job? She's a social worker with a master's degree. And then there's Miami Sweet Heat.
I'm probably the more bubbly, outgoing one.
She's the mouth of the tag team. I'm the action.
The Carlson twins, Lindsay and Laurie, may be double trouble in the ring, but they're also the tag team behind their own home care therapy business, something that comes in handy on the WOW circuit.
I think just having the basic anatomy and our master's degrees in occupational therapy, we can kind of self-diagnose, and a lot of the girls too, if they have something they're hurting, hey, can you work on me?
None of you loser tag teams can compete with Sweet Heat. We are the WOW Tag Team Champs!
The WOW champions didn't start wrestling until they were in their 30s. but they've never been afraid of hard work and discipline.
Most of our life was spent in hospitals. We worked in rehab centers, so you see people, you know, fighting for their life every day. So when you get to wrestle and this is what you get to do for a living, it's just like, this is fun. I think it makes you just appreciate it that much more. And every time you step in that ring, you know, you're fighting for everybody and everything. So being in healthcare, we see so many people that need help. But, you know, I feel like wrestling is our way we can. And it really empowers, you know, even our patients. Everybody's like, they can't wait to see us on TV. You know, if that one patient watches it and that moment that they're excited, they're out of pain, we did our job.
Up next, it's all about throwing down in superhero style, how the women of wrestling create their signature looks.
My job when I'm in the ring is to embarrass everybody and look good doing it.
Not only are we strong in the ring, but we're beautiful in the ring too, right?
Way to slow her down. Beautiful knee to the face.
My job when I'm in the ring is to embarrass everybody and look good doing it.
I have a fabulous hair and makeup team and a wardrobe team.
And that's the beauty of WOW. Women of Wrestling isn't just women doing wrestling, right? It's women, you know, putting their creativity together, bringing us to life. These colors, this amazing costume that I have on, this gear, like this is all the product of someone's hard work. It takes a village to make a superhero.
When it comes to fashion, the women of wrestling know how to get into fighting form. From the hand-sewn jewels on Adriana Gambino's silk gloves to the rhinestones on Randy Rara's crop top, all the gear is tailor-made to each athlete's specifications by a staff of 10 costumers, and each look takes about 3 months to create.
Talk about how you come up with what you're gonna wear.
I come from the world of boxing, you know, so coming out in my walkout robe, in my trunks, but still, you know, looking cute and powerful at the same time. That's kind of my essence.
The 70s aesthetic has always been close to home for me, so I actually designed it myself based off of those influences.
I know a lot of y'all don't like me too much, and that's fine, because I don't like a lot of y'all neither.
These are my shorts I brought from home. I actually like the bandanas is something that I use to cover up my knee pads. Like, it's all like real simple stuff that I would wear to a bar. It's not too hard to dress me. I'm simple and southern and country, and I'm comfortable. I like my gear.
I actually had so much say in this because gold represents winning, and I am the ultimate superhero.
She's not gonna be putting up with bullying anymore. And look at this, flipping the dagger.
But you can't be a superhero without some super boots. They're all handmade and take about 2 months to craft, from initial design to final product. That includes testing for safety and several pairs of prototypes before ever making it into the ring.
I feel like the hottest part would be lacing your boots. I'm not even kidding. I will be sitting down and trying to pull boots on. And like, it takes longer than anyone expects.
It takes about 30 to 45 minutes because I gotta make sure it's tight.
Let's just say I don't drink any water for a few hours ahead of time because I do not want to get in and out of this outfit.
Well, to be honest, I don't wake up looking this good, but slightly. You know, I wake up looking pretty good. But I do have a whole team with me. It's a whole process. The pink process.
Do you want me to just cut that part off?
And get this, there are at least 5 costumers on site at every match to handle tears and repairs and to keep the ladies representing.
We're from the islands, and we're here to take it all! If you see our costumes, we have like Tongan patterns that you see, and they all mean something.
I represent the people from Guam, which are called Chamorros, and that's where my name is also a part of. I have a skirt and then also my crown.
So Miami Sweet Heat is everything we are. We moved to Florida from Nebraska with, you know, to follow our dreams and our passions. This color was, I mean, obviously dolphins, you know, Miami. So it just fit. Right away, we're like, oh yeah, we gotta be this color, you know, we're from Miami. Yeah.
And of course, you still gotta be able to pin your opponent, so every piece is made with safety in mind.
I don't worry about wardrobe malfunction because it's fitted correctly for me.
I don't like hair in my face because I like to see exactly where I'm gonna hit somebody. I don't want anything getting in the way of me winning.
I wear what's comfortable, you know what I mean? I'm here for a fight. You know, some of these ladies, and you know, more power to them, they have the rhinestones and they have the lace, and I'm not here for a party. I'm here to dominate. I'm here to show you who Beast really is. So if I need to move, if I need to be able to choke you up, that's what's gonna happen, and this is how I get there.
From their unbeatable style to their dominance in the ring, the women of wrestling have come a long way. But what does the future hold for WOW? Well, that's up next.
I'm clear as to what my end goal is for women of wrestling.
It's been a dream almost 40 years in the making, an organization built on muscle, sweat, and the belief that women can carry a sports franchise just as easily as the guys. Along the way, it's empowered and inspired fans, young and old alike. So, what does the future hold for the women of wrestling?
5-10 years, we'll have wrestling matches like all the big teams, every week, everywhere, and we'll have a retail presence in big stores, and we'll probably have WOW in different countries, in different languages, with live events.
What I see for WOW in the future is that you'll find more and more female athletes who are transferring all that talent to the ring, and little girls will be wearing Jungle Girl costumes or Americana costumes, and it'll just continue to grow and grow and grow.
There was one little girl after one live event, and she came up to me and she looked up into my eyes and she goes, "Americana, I hope to be just like you when I grow up." And that meant everything to me.
The fact that you could turn on the TV and see a company that's just devoted to women wrestlers and have a little boy look up to not her, his hero, but his Shiro. Think about that.
WOW is about empowerment. We have somebody for everyone on WOW. No matter who you are, where you come from, what you do, there's somebody that is in WOW that will represent you.
My favorite thing about WOW is that we are family and we're a sisterhood. We want to show the world that women, we can do what men can do.
Champions fight for what is theirs, and they fight for what they want.
My hope for women's wrestling and WOW in general is that people see the value of having women not only a part of the show, but as the whole show. We can carry a show and be intriguing and give you every single element that you're looking for. I want to see these women climb all the mountaintops in the world and show people that there are so many transferable skills from being a pro wrestler.
There is no doubt the women of wrestling are fighting the good fight, proving that fierce females who make a difference will always be the main event.
Hip toss, no, reversed. Randy Rara fights out of it, going for a head scissor takedown. She's got it.
I'm clear as to what my end goal is for women of wrestling, is that we want to be part of the sports landscape and be around forever.